This is part 2 of the speaker series. What we want to introduce is the Tune Bug. The Tune Bug we'll be talking about a lot today. It is a cool little device that we will consider selling, which I think is the high point. So let's get on with this. So as you geeks can tell, this pretty much is my demo area. I can do a lot of stuff around here with ease, kind of away from everybody. It helps out a lot. So what we're discussing is the Tune Bug. Like I said before, we'll be definitely consider selling this object, and I'll show you why. You might ask why there's a giant box around here. Well, I'll get to that in a minute, geeks. So we'll go ahead and open this up, describe everything comes with it. We have a manual that comes with it, a manual guide, really cool. Learn to read, geeks. We also have a 3.5mm jack that's going to be really handy for it. Also, we have a little charging kit that can go straight to your computer. Also through this, you can port music through, and it'll go right to this Tune Bug vibration. Oops, I think I gave it away. So the Tune Bug. Not really that heavy, but surprisingly heavy for the size that it is. It's going to focus more on vibrations. So with this little object, you guys can turn anything into a speaker. And I will explain how, just by using my phone for music as a source. So mainly it's going to go through like mono to stereo, maybe to surround sound, and it'll definitely give you like a general idea right now. So I'll just go ahead and hook up here. As I said earlier, this also charges the device once you guys decide to purchase this. It's going to be really popular for the party scene, at home or in the office. Really cool little device. Also fun, something fun to show your friends. So what we do is we hold on down and it'll turn on, indicating the green light around that. I know it's kind of hard to see, but the green light does turn on. I've already set my playlist, so we'll just go ahead and lift this up. Okay. As you can tell, you can't really hear anything. That's because it's only going through vibrations, so you can hear a little bit of stuff. Okay. Now what we'll do is just simply place it on the table. You can definitely hear some sound. And look at that. The table turned into a speaker. So it's using the entire side of the table to make some sound. Now no matter where I go on the table, I can always hear the music. I can hear it from over here, even from the far back end. So once I lift off, music goes down. Real simple. Now, what we did notice over here at Accessory Geeks Technologies is that if you place it into a hollow object, your speaker becomes amplified and has more bass. For instance, I will use the cover of the box that it came on. Real simple. And once again, once you take it off, no sound. So a very cool object. Also, the bigger box that it came on seems to be slightly bigger. And once again, when you take it off, no sound. Now here's the big mama. The bigger the box, the louder the sound. And there you have it. So no matter what you put it on, you're going to get some vibration sound on it. It's a really cool buy, especially for entertainment. You know, self-purchase, really cool. We will let you know and be keeping you updated over accessorygeeks.com on how much this will be going for, when it will be offered, and so on. But you got to keep updated with us over at the Geeks here on the YouTube channel. We definitely know what to do. So there you have it. We got the Tune Bug for you. Most likely we will be selling this year. It's going to be a great deal. Just a heads up, it does work through vibration, so it's not going to seem like it has a lot of sound to it. Right here we got a good standard box. Something like this, you'll get the best quality sound from it. If you put it into like a super huge 60 by 60 box, I don't think it's really going to work that well. It just might work as the same as you putting it on a table. But definitely this is going to be a really good seller, especially for those individuals who like to be, independent of the workforce. They can stop the music, make it definitely a lot lower just by picking it up, as we mentioned earlier. And it's tons of fun to play with. So you can show your friends once you get it. Great buy. Definitely expect it later on in the Accessory Geeks lineup. So remember, you got it from a geek. We are the Geeks here. We'll keep you updated. So let's go ahead and move on to the next model on our stereo series. So there you go. Speakers everywhere. We have a multitude of speakers here at AccessoryGeeks.com. So please take the time, go to our website, and check out the simplicity of looking for speakers, all the different array to choose from. So we have a couple more options we're going to be discussing with you. We have the Motorola folding speaker, which is at low cost, great value. You can definitely impress your friends with all this one. Also, we have some iPod speakers, just a huge array to choose from. More fun items at a low price and great value. Gotta check out the page. So a huge array to choose from. You just want to go to the search icon, go ahead and look up speakers, iPod speakers. That'll take you to a whole new level. We have a cute little pig speaker that's just awesome to choose from. And it's just so much more. So there you are. Speakers, the show, I think we're about to call it an end right now. So we are the Geeks here. We'll keep you updated. And never forget, you got it from a geek.